I am Hafsa Umar from Maths Online Coaching. Today we are going to solve a question paper of Pearson at Excel International A Level, 13th January 2026, Pure Mathematics P2. Question number 10, the last question of P2 January 2026. Figure 2 shows a sketch of the curve C with the equation y is equal to square root x 100 minus x square by 40, where x is non-negative, it's greater than or equal to 0. The point P is a stationary point on C. Part A. Use algebraic differentiation to find the exact x coordinate of P. Here is the graph of a curve C, and P is the stationary point on C. We have to find the x coordinate of this point P. We know that stationary point is the point where the derivative of the curve is 0. dy by dx is 0 at P. So we have to take the derivative of this equation and then put it equal to 0 to get the x coordinate of the point P. So let us start the solution. The given equation is y is equal to square root x 100 minus x square by 40. We simplify this equation. Y is equal to 1 by 40, 100 times square root x minus x square multiply square root x. This is equal to 1 by 40, 100 square root x or x raised to power 1 by 2 minus x power 2 plus 1 by 2. It's 5 by 2. Powers are added here. This is the value of y. Now taking derivative on both sides, dy by dx is equal to 1 by 40, 100, 1 by 2 x raised to power minus 1 by 2. Power rule of differentiation minus 5 by 2 x raised to power 5 by 2 minus 1, it's 3 by 2. Next, dy by dx is equal to 1 by 40. Here 2 is cancelled. So it's 50 by square root x minus 5 by 2 x raised to power 3 by 2. Now taking LCM to simplify the derivative 1 by 40. Its LCM is 2 under root x. Here 2 is multiplied with 50. 100 minus square root x is multiplied with x raised to power 3 by 2. And it gives 3 by 2 plus 1 by 2, which is 4 by 2 means x here. This is the value of the derivative of y. Now for stationary point, we have to put the derivative equal to 0. dy by dx is equal to 0. So put it equal to 0. 1 by 40, 100 minus 5x square divided by 2 under root x is equal to 0. Now we simplify it to get the value of x. It gives 100 minus 5x square is equal to 0. And 5x square is equal to 100. X square is equal to 20. Taking square root on both sides, x is equal to plus minus square root 20, which is plus minus 2 under root 5. These are the two values of x. As we are given x is non-negative, greater than or equal to 0, so we have to take only positive value. So the x coordinate of the stationary point P is x is equal to 2 square root 5, which completes part 1. Now come to the next part. The region R1 shown shaded in the figure is bounded by C and the x-axis. And the region R2, also shaded in the figure 2, is bounded by C, x-axis and the line x is equal to k, where k is a constant. Given that the area of region R1 is equal to the area of region R2, use algebraic integration to find the exact value of k. Now see the figure here. There are the two regions R1 and R2. The region R1, which is shaded in the figure, cuts x-axis at this point. And the region R2, this is bounded by the curve C, the line x is equal to k, and the x-axis, this region. We are given that the area of the region R1 is equal to the area of the region R2. We know that the area can be calculated by definite integral. So we have to take the definite integral of the function to get the area. This point is unknown. For definite integral, we must have the limits starting and ending point. So this point should be determined. How can we find it? This is the point where the curve cuts x-axis. So its y-coordinate will be 0. Find the x-coordinate of this point, we have to put y is equal to 3. Come towards the solution. To find x-coordinate, put y is equal to 0. The value of y, square root x into 100 minus x squared divided by 40. This is equal to 0. Simplifying, we get under root x is equal to 0 and 100 minus x squared is equal to 0. This is x is equal to 0 and it gives x squared is equal to 100, which is x is equal to plus minus square root 100, which is 10. Now, the value of x is positive because this point lies on positive x-axis. So we take x is equal to 10. This is the point where the curve meets x-axis. So the limit of integration for region 1 is from x is equal to 0 to x is equal to 10. And for the region R2, the limit is from x is equal to 10 to x is equal to k. It is given in the question that the area of region 1 is equal to area of region 2. Now, area of region 1 is from 0 to 10 y dx. And region 2, it is from 10 to k y dx. As region 2 lies below the x-axis, so it will be negative. Put it on the left side, 0 to 10 y dx plus 10 to k y dx is equal to 0. Now, applying the property of integral, we can convert it into a single integral from 0 to k y dx is equal to 0. Now put the value of y here. This is 0 to k under root x 100 minus x squared by 40 is equal to 0. This integral can be simplified as 0 to k 1 by 40 into 100 x raised to power 1 by 2 minus x raised to power 5 by 2 dx is equal to 0. 1 by 40 is a constant number, so can be taken out of the integral. 1 by 40, 0 to k 100 x raised to power 1 by 2 minus x raised to power 5 by 2 dx is equal to 0. Now, integrating this value, 1 by 40, 100 x raised to power 1 by 2 plus 1, it's 3 by 2 divided by 3 by 2, minus x raised to power 5 by 2 plus 1, it's 7 by 2 divided by 7 by 2, from 0 to k. This is equal to 0. Now simplifying, it becomes 200 by 3 x raised to power 3 by 2 minus 2 by 7 x raised to power 7 by 2 from 0 to k. Now apply the limits. The upper limit is k. So this is 200 by 3 k raised to power 3 by 2 minus 2 by 7 k raised to power 7 by 2 minus lower limit. Lower limit is 0. So it will be 0 minus 0 is equal to 0. 40 will be 0 by multiplying it on the right side. It gives k raised to power 3 by 2, it is common. And this is 200 by 3 minus 2 by 7, k raised to power 7 by 2 minus 3 by 2. This is 4 by 2, which is 2, is equal to 0. Now this is k is equal to 0 and 200 by 3 minus 2 by 7, k square is equal to 0. This is 200 by 3 is equal to 2 by 7 k square. And it gives k square is equal to 200 by 3 multiplied 7 by 2, which is 100 into 7 by 3. This is k square. By taking square root, we have k is equal to plus minus 10 square root 7 by square root 3. The square root of 100 is 10. Now again, the value of k is positive. It lies on positive x-axis. So ignore the negative value and take 10 square root 7 by square root 3. Here, the denominator is irrational. So we have to make it rational by multiplying and dividing by square root 3. So this is equal to 10 times square root 21 divided by 3. This is the value of k for which the two areas are same. It completes the question.